Hello everyone. Today in this video clip I'll be talking about the law of sine and the law of cosine. Those are in section 7.1, 7.2 and 7.3 in our textbook. So basically the law of sine and the law of cosine telling you the relationship between angles and the length of the sides of a triangle. In other words, you guys are going to use the law of sine and the law of cosine to solve a triangle. By saying solve a triangle, it means that you can look for all the angles and all the lengths of a triangle. Okay, so let me start with the law of sine. Those are in sections 7.1 and 7.2. Alright, so we're gonna start with a triangle. To make it easy to work with the triangle, let me label this triangle as A, B, C, three vertices of the triangle. And opposite of the angle A is side BC with the length little a. So the side A is opposite of the angle big A. And similarly, length little b opposite of the angle B, and C here opposite of the big angle C. So law of the sine says this. Law of sine says this. Sine A over A equal to sine angle B over sine B equal to sine of angle C over little c. In other words, sine of angle over this opposite side are proportional. Okay? So, in other words, if you know some information, the three items for a triangle, you're going to be able to figure out the rest of the triangle. Let me give you an example. What if I give you the angle A equal to, say, 60 degree? Okay, 60 degree means pi over 3, right? And say side C equal to, say, 10 feet, and side B equal to, say, 14 feet. Alright, can you figure out the rest of the triangle? In other words, you have to calculate the side A, the angle B, and the angle C. And I'm glad that you guys can use the law of sine here. Oh, one more thing, by the way. This is a pretty popular identity that you guys should know. The sum of the three angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. In other words, 1 pi. Okay? So if you know two angles, you obviously know the third one. So I know the angle A, right? Let me change the problem a little bit. This one I think is going to fit with the law of cosine better. So let me give you, how about one side and two angles, okay? The other one, two sides and one angle, we talk about the law of cosine. This is 60 degrees. How about this one is like 50 degrees, okay? I give you two angles, and the side C equal to 10 feet. So if you know this, then you can obviously calculate the third angle. This angle C right here is 180 minus angle A minus angle B. So this is 110, 180 total, 180 minus 60 plus 50. Then you got angle C is equal to 70 degree. Right, 70 degree right here. So you know all the three angles. What about the sides? We're going to calculate A and B. We don't see already, right? So apply the law of sine. We got what? Sine A, right, over little a that we don't know yet, but we know C, right? So we're going to calculate what? Sine C over C, and sine C over C. And we know C already. Sine A right here, A is 60 degree, okay? And C is 70 degree. And then A here, we don't know, but C here we know, it's what, 10. So how do we calculate A? Cross multiply. A is, flip it over first. Yeah. A over sine of 60 degree is equal to 10 over sine of 70 degree. I just flip the fraction over, and then I multiply both sides by sine of 60 degree. Then A is equal to sine of 60 degree times 10 over sine of 70 degrees, and all you have to do is plug in your calculator. You should have the answer. Okay? So far, so good. And similarly, you can do apply the law of sine again to calculate B. I got A already. A is that much. Plug in your calculator. And for C, let's do the same thing in here. Sine 60 degrees, sine A over A gonna be equal to sine of B over B, sine of the angle B over B. Okay, and again, sine B that we know is 50 degrees, and the length B that we don't know yet. Okay, the thing is, the length A that we know, that must right here. A is known. Okay, so we know the length A, we do the same thing, cross multiply. So B is equal to what? A times sine 50 degrees. B is equal to A times sine of 50 degrees over sine of 60 degrees. And A is what you know right here, you plug in, you got B. Okay. That is about the law of sine. There is one thing that I need to emphasize when you get into the law of sine. In the case that you solve for an angle, okay? If I give you two sides and an angle, you may have something like you solve for sine A. You got sine A say equal to root 3 over 2. You may have more than one solution. Why? You ask yourself, what angle makes sine A equal to root 3 over 2? You may have right away that A equal to 60 degrees. However, this is not the only angle that give you sine equal to root 3 over 2. You have another solution. A could be equal to 120 degrees. 60 degrees right here, 120 degrees right here. Okay? And that is covered, I think, in 7.2, that what they call the ambiguous case of law of sine, but that's not really ambiguous, just two solutions. Okay? And they say this another way. What if sine of A is a number that's bigger than 1? Obviously, you know that sine is always a value somewhere between -1 and 1. So if you come up with a sine value is bigger than 1, it's no solution. It means what? They say find a triangle. The answer is what? No triangle. They got sine. Let's say sine A is equal to say 2. There's no way you have an angle and a sine equal to 2 because 2 is bigger than 1. Okay. So let me give you another example that you may have two solutions. Okay. And look in the book. Say, I give you another example. Angle A is equal to 55 degrees, and the side A is equal to 23. And then side B is equal to 25. Now I'm giving you two sides and one angle, and I'm asking you to calculate the rest. And we're going to use the law of sine to solve this triangle. Okay, so I know the angle A, I know the side A, and I know the side B. I need to calculate the angle B, the angle C, and then the side C. Okay, so A I know, so I'm looking here. Sine A over the side A equal to sine of B over B. Sine angle B over B. What do I know? I know that sine A is equal to 55 degrees, and the length A is 23 feet, and the length B is 25 feet. So obviously I can calculate the angle B. Yeah. Cross multiplied in here. So sine B is equal to, multiply both sides by 25. 25 times sine of 55 degrees over 23. Okay, since those are decimal, let me use a calculator to calculate this. We have, let me check my calculator, make sure it's on degree first of all. Yes, it's on degree. So 25 times sine of 55 degrees, and then divided by 23. Okay, and this is sine of the angle. So this value is equal to 0.89, okay, approximately. So inverse of sine of the answer. So the angle B is approximately equal to 63 degrees. Okay, so sine is right here, 63 degrees, that much. And we have sine of B is equal to 0.89. However, I claim that this is not the only solution. We may have another solution of B is equal to the other angle right here as well, which is 180 minus 63 degrees. And you will have the answers. 180 minus 63 is 117, I think, degree. Okay. Why is that? Why do you may have two solutions in the same problem? Yeah. Because you may have two different triangles that satisfy the same condition of what? Angle A, side A, and side B. Okay. So let me show you this. So what I have is this. Draw this way. Let's start from here. Okay. This is A right here, and I have the length of 25. This is B equal to 25 feet. Okay. And I know the angle, so I'm going to draw this way. This angle is 55 degrees. That's what I know. Okay. And then I'll draw I use a compass with the center right here, and I draw the circle. It's gonna, let me draw it a little bit better up here so it's easier for you guys to see. This is 25, A is right here. Okay, this is C, this is A. Okay, and I don't know where B is at, but I know that what this angle is 55 degrees. Okay, and I use a compass to draw the length of 23. Compass center right here, and it's gonna hit this line at 2 point. Okay. This length right here from here to here, 23. The length right here from here is also 23. Yeah. Imagine that you have a compass. Use the center right here with the radius 23. Okay, 23. You draw a point of circle, an arc length. It's going to intersect the line at 2 points. So you may have two solutions of two triangles satisfy the condition. Oh, 23 upside down. 23. This triangle right here, this is a B, first B called B1. Have what? Angle A equals 55 degrees. The length AC, which is B here, equal 25. And the length A right here is 23. Okay? And you have the second triangle. This one from here to here. Also satisfy all the conditions that you have. The angle A is 55 degrees. The length B right here is 25. And the length C right, the length A right here is also 23. Two possible solutions. In other words, you have two different triangles that satisfy the same condition. That's why you have two solutions. Okay, and there's nothing to be ambiguous in here. Okay. Last thing about the law of sine, you guys can calculate the area of a triangle if you know two lengths and the angle in between. Say if I know the angle A and I know the side B and C, then I can calculate the area. Let me see. Okay. Area. The area of the triangle is 1/2 of B times C times sine of the angle A. So if you know the angle and you know the two lengths adjacent to the angle, then you'll be able to find the area. Of course, similarly, if you can have the angle if you know the other two sides and then the angle between. So 1/2 of A times C times sine of B. It's also equal to 1/2 of BC, AC, so A times B times sine of C. Okay? Anytime that you know two sides, two lengths, and the angle in between, you'll be able to calculate the area of the triangle. Okay? So, again, if I give you this one equal to, what did I give you? How about 10 here? This is 14 and this angle is 60 degrees, and the area will be 1/2 of 10 times 14 times sine of 60 degrees, which is 1/2 times 10 times 14, and then times sine of 60 degrees is √3 over 2. Look at your calculator, you have the answer. Okay? So what do we learn about the law of sine? Sine of the angle over the opposite length will be proportional to all the three measurements. Sine A over A equal to sine B over B equal to sine C over C. And actually it's equal to 1 over R, radius of the circle. Go through the 3 vertices, but the book didn't mention that, so only sine over the length. Okay? And then bonus, area can be calculated if you know two length and the angle in between. Alright? And that's all about the law of sine. Let me move on to the law of cosine. And actually, in my opinion, the law of cosine is more powerful because it can take care of more problems. Law of cosine. The law of cosine saying this. You have the length A here. A squared is going to be equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine of the angle A. And from here, if you want to solve a cosine, it is equivalent to this. Cosine of A, I can solve a cosine, it's going to be equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. So either you can know this formula or that formula is the same thing. Let me find a better marker. This is out of ink. Similarly, B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times cosine of angle B. Or equivalently, cosine of angle B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared over 2AC. And of course, the last one is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2BC cosine of the angle C. Or cosine of the angle C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB. So, in other words, you see in here, if you know all three lengths, A, B, C, you should be able to calculate all the angles. Okay, all the angles. And if you know an angle and two sides, you can also calculate the rest of the angles and the sides of the triangle. That was the law of cosine. Same way as the last time. Okay. So an example then, if I know how about C and B and the angle A, can I solve for this triangle? What do I know in here? C here, B here, the angle A. So I know here, B here, C here, the angle A. I can apply in here. Okay. I have what? Instead of using the law of sine, now let me use the law of cosine. I got A squared equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A, right? And B here is 14, so 14 squared. C here is 10 squared. And minus 2 times B is 14 and C is 10 and cosine of 60 degrees. Alright, plug in, you have the answer for A squared, and then don't forget take square root, you get the side A. Okay? Now that you know all A, B, C. Now to show you another example. What if you know all three sides? How can you calculate the angles? So if I give you this, C equal to 10, B equal to 14, how about A equal to 20? Just make up the problem. Alright? How do you solve for the triangle? In other words, how do you calculate all the three angles? Alright, so in here, right here, you know all the three lengths. Look at me. Cosine of A is equal to what? B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. And plug all the numbers in. B squared is 14 squared plus C squared is 10 squared minus 20 squared over 2 times 14 times 10. And of course, look at your calculator. You got cosine of it. And there'll be no ambiguous thing in here because cosine, that's all you have to answer. The angle gonna be unique. You have one solution, and that's good. And similarly, you want to calculate cosine of B. Look in here, a squared plus b squared plus c squared minus b squared over 2ac. You have cosine of b, and you should be able to calculate b. After having a and b, you can either calculate cosine of c, or just take 100 degrees, subtract the angle of a, subtract the angle of b, then you have the angle of c. Okay, and it's straightforward. You have exactly one solution if you use the law of cosine. All right. Now we talk about 3 sides there. Another formula to calculate the area of a triangle if you know 3 sides. This is called the Heron formula. It's found a couple of thousand years ago. Heron formula. The area you calculate by square root of P times P minus A times P minus B times P minus C, where P is the half of the perimeter. Means what? A plus B plus C over 2. I use lowercase p right here. It's the half of the perimeter of a triangle. So A plus B plus C over 2. Heron formula said the area can be calculated if you know 3 sides of the triangle. And the example right here, just simply plug in the numbers. So if I have C is 10, B is 14, and A is 10, then little p right here is what? 20 plus 14 plus 10 over 2, 30, 44 over 2 is 22. So it's what? 22 times 22 minus A is 20 times 22 minus 14, and then 22 minus 10, whatever you have, you take square root, you have the area of the triangle. All right. Let me see if I missed anything in here. Pretty much that be all. So you guys just need to practice some exercises to master all the formulas, right? And those are bonus. And the main thing is about the law of sine and law of cosine. So what is the law of sine? Sine A over the length A equal to sine B over length B equal to sine of angle C over length C. And law of cosine is what? I just erase this. A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2bc cosine A, and the same thing for the other angles on the other side. Okay, just practice some, and you should master them. And that'll be it for 3 sections of 7.1 all the way to 7.3. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day, guys.